Welcome to Rick's Corner. The man, the myth, the legend. Now on with the show.
Welcome to Rick's Corner. I wanted to do a little commentary on my show just to give you the idea of what I started with and where it ended up and why I do it. Because everybody has a reason for what they do, and YouTube and Instagram is getting so big that we were talking yesterday, a friend of mine, how everybody has their own show on Instagram, whether it's 3 minutes or 2 minutes or what, but it's a show about them. 10 years ago I started this in my backyard around my wrestling ring with some wrestling students, some of the younger guys and a few older guys, teaching them how to do promos on camera and then doing their matches, showing them what it looked like so they could get better at what they do. Anytime you videotape something that you do and you watch yourself, you improve. So using it in the ring was a good plus. Then I took them in the garage and I said, okay, we're going to put a backdrop up and we'll do promos. You can talk like they do on TV and see if you're any good at it. So somebody said to me, why don't you just call it Rick's Corner? I said, you know, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that. So I put a green screen up and I started shooting and doing the green screen and putting the ocean behind me and different things, having fun in editing, because to me that was kind of like a passion, what I wanted to learn. Well, then I started talking about bodybuilding and fitness, and I brought some guys in from Venice to be my guests and some actors who work out with me and people that had names, and I made a show out of it. We would stand up with a mic and talk. Then I decided, well, this isn't very good, I need a set. So when I was doing AfterBuzz TV, Maria Menounos and her boyfriend and her dad came over and they built me a set and they put it in the garage, and it was really a nice setup and I liked it a lot, except in the summertime it was hot, in the wintertime it was cold. So now I moved it into another room in my house, which used to be my daughter's bedroom, and I have a really nice studio here. And I've taken it even farther and farther to talk about nutrition, bodybuilding, fitness, diet, exercise, pumping of muscle and burning fat, and anything you could possibly think of. I didn't do it for money because there's not a whole lot of money in this unless you get really good sponsors and products to sell, which I do, try to, but it's not you're going to get rich overnight. You do it because you love it. And I do 3 shows a week, maybe more. Why? Because I like doing it. I like informing the public of what's going on out there. I like bringing back the knowledge of 50 years that I had back in the golden era. I like sharing it with all of you because a lot of you weren't alive then, you didn't know, a lot of you younger guys, and then a lot of you older guys really appreciate it. They remember those days and they write me comments and they're really fun. So I bring guests on that I feel are worthy of being on here talking about something important. Every once in a while you get one that doesn't talk too much, and it's kind of difficult. You have to keep them going. Having a talk show, you've got to kind of keep talking to keep them going. I'm not trying to talk over them, I'm not trying to drown them out, but you got to bring the best out of them, and it's not easy. Watch any talk show, if it has a lag period, it gets real dull for about a moment. It's not easy to do. So I've learned my best how to make this happen. I've done 5 hosting shows over Hollywood and all around Los Angeles for years, and it's worked out pretty good. The thing is that I try to bring you information on building your body, burning body fat, and building muscle to the best of my knowledge, what's happened over the years for me and all the guys I worked out with, and some of the current guys that have their methods as well. Now the body is the same since day one. It has the same organs and all that. Depends on how you train it and how you feed it. And this is what I try to show you. There are different ways of doing things, and you don't give everybody the same diet or same workout because you don't give everybody the same medicine if you're sick. You do what works for you. Now what I might tell you to do may not work for you. It worked for me, it worked for others, but you might have to find your own path on making it work. Then I have doctors on talking about various things with heart attacks and hemorrhoids, and because that's also a big factor from doing heavy squats. Anything I can find that pertains to the body that might affect you, that you need to learn from, I bring it on. Some of you get a little impatient and say, well, you know, when I had Rich Piano was alive, let's have more Rich, more Doug, more Doug. You can't keep bringing the same people back over and over. It becomes boring and you run out of things to talk about and you only have their opinion. So I can't always talk about big arms and big chest and sets and reps because that gets very tiring as well. So I try to bring people on from different walks of life. I have actors, I've had rock stars, I've had people in all those fields that do work out on stage because they need to be in shape and what their method is. Recently, yesterday, I had a man on by the name of Dan Solomon who produced or co-produced, executive producer for this movie called Bigger, all about Joe and Ben Weider. Now, all you older guys know who the Weiders were, I'm sure. A lot of you younger guys may not know, but Joe Weider was the godfather of bodybuilding. Without him, there would be no bodybuilding today or bodybuilding magazines as they were. He and his brother Ben from Canada started Muscular Development, the Muscle Builder, Muscle Power, and then Muscle and Fitness, and then Shape Magazine, and on down the line. And he used all the bodybuilders and people from Gold's Gym in Venice, because he would come down there and shoot all of his ads, and he'd put us all in the magazines, and they all went over worldwide, and they became famous because of those ads in that gym. And this is where it happened. Joe Gold's gym. Joe Gold was the innovator of the gym. He passed away in 2004, I believe, but if it wasn't a Gold's Gym there, or the logo that I did, there would be none of this Gold's Gym today. And a lot of the younger people don't know that. There's not even a picture of Joe Gold in the gym, which there should be, since he was the founder. Well, anyway, Dan spoke yesterday about the movie Bigger, which is coming out soon, and it's about the Weeder brothers, how they started out, and I know because I interviewed Joe before he died, with a little trailer of little books and pamphlets about bodybuilding and training, and passing them along until he built an empire and had the largest magazines in the world and made millions and millions of dollars of it. It's really a good story. He brought Arnold here from Austria, gave him $1,000 a month in a car and apartment, and used him as his model on all of his magazines, along with Dave Draper, Frankel, and some of those guys. So when you see interviews with people like Dan and like that, don't discount it. Watch them, because they're historical. And this is what put bodybuilding on the map. It's not just big guys talking about getting big, because that's not the answer. And that's really not achieving much in life. You want to be rounded. You want to be in good shape. You want to be muscular, but you want to be smart. And you have to have an education about where all this came from. So that's what I try to do with my show. I keep trying to make it better each time I go on. If I don't have a guest, I'll do a monologue like this. I have a lot of history in my mind, and I'm able to project it to you so that you can learn from it. So, well, that's a lot to say, isn't it? But I wanted you guys to know where it was coming from, what I'm doing with it, and how I take so much pride and passion in everything that I do. And your comments to me, I can't begin to tell you how it warms my heart when I receive them, because they're so genuine and they're so real, and I try to answer all of them. And they keep saying, get Arnold, get Arnold. I'm trying to get Arnold. I had Frankel on. I said, Frankel, talk to Arnold. I talked to my publisher, talk to Arnold. Do whatever you can do. He had open heart surgery, so he's in recovery right now. This is my cat. She wants to be in the picture as well, and that's okay. So I am trying. I'm trying to get Ken Muller or some of these guys. They live out of state, so I have to do a Skype. Some people don't know how to Skype. The older guys don't know how, but I'll see what I can come up with. I'm still working on all those things for you guys, and I just want you to know that's what I'm trying to do. Have a wonderful weekend. Keep watching Rick's Corner. There's more coming along all the time, and I'm trying to keep it for your interest. And if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments. I read everything that goes in there. Trust me, I do. Thank you so much for being a fan. I love all of you for being a fan. I hope you all have a long life. Train hard, eat healthy, be well, and enjoy every moment of your day, and squeeze out every rep when you train. Every rep counts. Don't throw one away. That might be the one you grow on. See you next time. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick DRASIN, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interest as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
He's the equalizer, baby. See you next time.